Something I never had.
I don't think so. We're gonna find out.
Cool. I'm up for anything different. I haven't had this in years. Years. I don't even know when the last time it was. I have proper glassware too. Because you have to have proper glassware
Of course.
for this show.
Get it right to the top.
Oh, this is a Class A 100% pro pour right here. Oh man, I could not have done this better.
Like you should be a bartender. Look at that.
I was
Cheers.
a beer server. Cheers. Welcome, guys.
Yes. Welcome back to what episode is it, Dennis? 6?
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Well, we call it beer number 6.
It's beer 6. This is outrageous. This is crazy. So tropical. And it's at 8%.
Oh,
it is
dangerous.
nice. Dangerous.
So what you're saying is you're gonna have 2?
Whew, I started earlier.
Oh, so okay. I was afraid.
This would be my.
I'm always afraid to start early because I don't want to come on the show like.
No, I want you to do that. I totally want you to do that.
Yeah, I can't do that yet.
Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. I'm
Yes.
Dennis, the Free King Flipper, and I'm a reseller on eBay, Marketplace, Craigslist, Poshmark.
Yeah.
I used to do Macari. Avid beer drinker. I'm from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and I am absolutely spoiled with the amazing breweries in this area. I'm an IPA fan, of course, and I do dabble in some non-hazy beers like stouts, porters, and even some lagers, believe it or not.
Right.
My co-host over here.
Hey guys, so I am Scott. I am at Fisher Flips. I am out of the Albany, New York area. There's a little town called Niskuna. I sell on eBay, Poshmark. I just started on Depop, which is a very, very slow process. Dabble in Marketplace when I can get a sale. Never done Macari. Yeah. So
You're not missing much.
I can't say I'm an avid beer drinker. I'm a new craft beer drinker. Okay. So I've discussed before, I try everything. I'm trying what I like. I'm trying what I don't like. I picked up a drink tonight that I don't know yet. So
I think I know it.
Incognito.
Yep. Wow.
So I picked this up today.
Berkshire Brewery.
Berkshire Brewery, yeah. Yeah. So one of my favorite, I know you mentioned your favorite drink. So I love Treehouse Julius, I believe the name of it is.
Yep.
It's like one of their staple drinks. I just every time I go there, I love grabbing it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, so I picked up. So I was out in Western Mass today, and I pulled into a local package store. You guys call them package stores. We call them beverage centers.
Okay.
I'm sure it's different everywhere. So I pulled in, and I try to I love going to different locations and seeing what they have in stock. Like, what do they offer that me in Albany or you on the Cape, they don't offer? So I pulled in there. Yes, I was on the clock at work. So I pulled in there, spent about 20 minutes looking around, and I came across this incognito. Okay. Let me pour the rest of that. So it's something I never had before. They are based out of Deerfield, Mass, which is just a little bit north of Springfield, near the Vermont border. That's in between Springfield and Brattleboro. So I picked it up. I always looking at the cans. They kind of grab you, right? It's got a little face of a hop, little evil guy, right? It's kind of cool. So this, I'll read you what it says. So they took a brand new hop and built the classic American IPA. Incognito is refreshing beer with a medium body and bitterness, yet high in aroma and flavor. The scent of cantaloupe, light citrus, and berry stands out, and its not so secret flavors suit with the more tropical notes with a subtle caramel accent.
Really?
So let's see how it goes.
There it is here.
You can taste the caramel up front. which I love caramel.
Okay.
Very caramel up front, very light, and then like I said, light citrus, and you can taste a little bit of the notes of the berries. That's good. I mean, they only had
So
these little 12 ounces, but I mean, I can drink a couple of these tonight.
I see that it is a 6.2, and they're talking about light citrus berries, tropical bouquet. You doing any of the tropical stuff? The
I can
pineapple,
take
mango.
I can taste the pineapple
Mhm.
and the caramel right up front.
Really? And how's the finish?
It's great. Yeah, there's no aftertaste. Um,
Bitter?
Not really. I mean, what do you consider bitter? Like Sour Patch Kids bitter?
Ye that's more like sour. Bitter would be like, oh, I don't know, like unsweetened iced tea.
No, there's no. I mean, I don't taste any bitter. I do taste a lot of the berries and the caramel right up front,
Yeah,
which is it's a good blend. I like it. I wasn't sure when I picked it up. I'm like, I've never even seen this. I'm gonna try it for the show
I
because
haven't had that in years.
we're all about science on the show, as we said before.
Science. It's for science.
Yeah,
I do remember trying it, but it was years ago.
yeah.
Years ago.
Now, do they
We don't
sell? Do they sell Berkshire Brewery on the Cape?
They do, but I have not seen that one at my
Okay,
little local place.
okay,
They probably have it at Cappy's. They tend to have a ton of different beers.
yeah.
But, this one I had to order online,
All right.
and I am trying some Trillium Brewing, and they're out of Canton. Uh, Amazing brewery, one of the top 5 breweries on the East Coast, if not top 10 in the country. And, so this is what you have here. Oh, where is it? Legroom.
Oh, look at that.
It is an 8% double IPA. Look at the color on this thing. It is unbelievable. Just crazy. It is so well balanced that it just like waves of tropical stuff just keep washing over, and then the finish is so clean you keep wanting to sip it. So
Now,
it's
do you taste anything up front? Like
it's
what
it's
hits you right away?
dangerous.
Okay.
Mm. It's like it's like a papaya orange juice if you mixed
All
both of
right.
those together.
I'm down
Wow.
with getting
And
some of that.
it's not so thick either. Like you'd think it would be like the super thick and
Yeah.
chunky IPA, like chewy, but it's not. It's like it's pretty clean. It's I wouldn't say it's thin, but it's wow, it's amazing. Like I could drink like 8 of these.
You could. I mean,
All right, 4 of them, and then I'd be
you'd be
speaking a different
yeah,
language.
you'd be speaking Mandarin.
Um, so they describe this as a vicious yellow straw color with a dense haze. That is absolutely correct. Mouth-watering fruit smoothie notes. I agree with that.
Mhm.
Candied pineapple, juicy fruit gum. That's exactly what I'm
Oh,
tasting.
no shit. All right.
Ripe peach, zesty ruby red grapefruit. There's that slight bitter finish. A burst of papaya and mango. I nailed that right away. That rounds out an incredibly tropical drinking experience. And then it has another beer, which is its cousin called Headroom. This one has a resinous edge. Legroom is remarkably soft, creamy mouthfeel, and a very low perceived bitterness. That's exactly correct. Citra and Mosaic is what are the two main.
All right.
Those are the two main hops in this one. So, guys, if you've had either one of these beers, let us know your thoughts
I don't
on them.
I'm definitely gonna be ordering some online.
Mm,
Because I know when you mentioned it earlier today, like they shipped it to you. I'm like,
yeah,
I saw your IG story. I'm like, dude, I gotta order some Trillium. And
yeah.
as long as they ship to New York, that's the problem, right? They might not.
Pretty sure they do.
I'll look into it.
Ohio. I saw Ohio in a couple of anyway, you just go to their website, and then it'll show you what beers are available to be shipped, and then you can buy them all.
Yeah, guys, get on it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Love it.
So, oh,
Oh,
You know what that means?
I have no idea what that
That's a
means.
timeout. We're doing a timeout right now, and we're going to ask you,
Wait,
please
wait, wait.
like,
You're gonna ask me to drink?
please subscribe, please drink. That's the drinking bell.
Yes, I love it.
It's
Yes.
actually in my eBay store right now. This is a shameless plug. This is a beautiful vintage amber colored glass hobnail design,
Oh,
Fenton. You can see the sticker still in there. Uh, glass bell. So if you guys are interested in buying this,
yeah.
what a
Sounds like
shameless, what
sounds
an
like we're
I
on a,
sound like an asshole,
it's like
absolute
the,
asshole.
it's like their price is right. You're describing. What do we have here, Bob?
Right. And yeah, so Fenton sticker included.
So our
And it could
timeout
be yours.
is for, yes, we want you guys to like, gently press that little button down there. Give us a follow, guys. Give us a like. We are a brand new show. We have to get some subs. We want you guys to follow us. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dogs, tell your cats, tell everybody. Give us a shot. I think it's going to be something different as we progress on with our journey.
Yep.
Like I'm going to be getting a new computer to upgrade my fuzzy screen.
Sweet.
Get a nice microphone. So we're going to get a little bit better as we go on. We're still new at this realm of stuff.
We are,
So yes,
but we enjoy it, and we're gonna keep going, and
yeah,
that's the part where you guys can help us grow, like and subscribe, and tune in every week. That's
okay.
it. Back to the show.
Back to the show. What we got?
If you're a new viewer, I'd like to welcome you guys as well. Like I said, we are two resellers that like beer. We like making money. We decided to make this show. We talk about pretty much anything
And we're
outside
not
of
and
beer
we're not
and
we're
reselling.
not we're not experts, and we're not
No,
here to give you advice. Let's make that clear. We're just
no. I
here. We're just
mean,
here talking about what we do, what we
yeah.
enjoy, and it might work for you.
And
So,
if you have questions, by all means, ask. We'll try to answer them. We can only give you our experiences in reselling.
mhm,
I kind of do a little bit of everything. Scott does tons of clothes, and
clothing. That's it.
brilliant with brand names and designer names and trends and all of that. I
Yeah.
am not. So you got clothing here, and you've got, I don't know, media, toys,
Yeah,
70s
guys,
vintage.
if you're give us a follow on Instagram as well because we're accessible. I have a lot of people messaging me, be like, "Hey, I found this in a thrift store. What is it?" And
Yeah.
if I can answer you, I'm going to answer you. And I have no problem. I have no problem helping people that will message me. I have no clue who the hell they are, but they're asking me, "Hey, I saw your Instagram story. I follow you. Can you help me out with this brand? Is it good?" And I'll help you, the best to my
Cool.
knowledge. The
Yep.
same with Dennis. If you have any questions about his side of the screen, what
Of
he
course.
does, we're
Yep.
going to help you guys. We're not here to hide stuff. We're not here to charge you. We're
Yep.
here to help you guys, and we want to help the new sellers, especially because, man, we were both there, and it's a struggle
Yep.
being new. Struggle
Yep.
to be new.
And you gotta learn, kind of the hard way because you don't know who to believe
You
and who to
do,
follow. And
and
but
there's no cheat code, right? There's no
no,
cheat code of like to get to zero, to get to 0 to 5 years. There's no cheat code. You just have to just work.
right.
Repetition with anything.
Yep.
If you're at the gym, repetition will get you better. Um,
Right.
if you're anything, it's just repetition, learning, asking.
What are what are some basic things that helped you when you were a
Yeah.
beginner?
So, like, what I would love is an average Joe coming into the show that just, hey, what are these guys doing? They're drinking beer, they're talking, and then they're like, oh, they sell on eBay too. I want to sell on eBay. Like, how do I get going? I would
Right.
say, and I did this as well. I think everyone does this. You just find stuff in your house, and
Yep.
everyone says it. You just find stuff in your house that you don't need anymore. When I first started selling, I was selling coins, cameras, cell phones, whatever I could find in my closets that I had no freaking use for, but I also didn't know the value. I just
Yep.
knew that I could look it up and it sold. So I would just say keep it simple, right? Look what's in your house. Don't spend any money. I would say for the
Yeah.
first maybe 2 months, I would say just look in your house. There's so much crap in
Right.
our houses that we don't need. And just open up an account, You don't need to have an eBay store yet. You're going to be limited to what you can sell, and you have to get advances and all that. But just that's it. When it comes down to like shipping or printing labels. Now we all use I have a Rolo, you have a Dymo, I think, right?
IMO.
Like when I first started doing this, I had one of those old laser printers that you would like put paper in, and
Yeah.
I did that forever, like for
Yeah.
probably a good year.
Oh yeah.
I would print the label, cut it, get
Cut
some
it.
tape, and
Yep.
ship it off. It's so simple. When I first started off, I didn't know what to get for supplies, so I went to the dollar store. And if
Yep.
I sold 4 things that week or whatever, because I don't know about shipping, I would just go get 4 poly bags or 4 padded envelopes from a dollar store, because
Right.
I didn't know what to do. You just learn. You learn, you experiment, you see what works, and as you get better, as you progress, you sell more stuff. You have the extra money and capital to buy some supplies.
Yep.
Um, I wouldn't recommend buying a Rolo off the top because they are
No.
very expensive. But just do what works. I mean, that's the basics. I would think that's the basic 101 of selling. Do you agree, or do you have anything else to add to that?
No, yeah, I think you hit it on the head when you said just keep it simple. Don't try to go out and source and buy stuff and buy stuff and buy stuff. You're going to get frustrated if those things don't sell. Like Scott said, go around your house and just start scanning things with a barcode or looking them up if they don't have a barcode. Do I need this anymore? No, I can get 15, 25,
Right.
$30 for this. Cool. Learn the process. That's what you're kind of learning. You want to learn how to list and ship and answer questions and how do you describe it?
Yeah.
How to use the platform that you're going
Yeah.
to use.
Learning the platform, I would think, is probably the most difficult part. Even now, 5 years later, that platform is always changing.
Always
Keeping up on
right.
the platform. That's a good point. Just learning the ins and outs, like how to message, how to respond to a message, how
Yep.
to look up comps, how to look,
Pictures.
just picture. There's so much involved, but
Yep.
it really isn't. But it seems complicated, but it's not. Once
At
you do it,
first it is. At
yeah,
first it is complicated. Then you learn it. Then you're like, all right, cool. I have a really good knack of finding X, Y, and Z. Okay. I sold them in my house. Now I'm going to go out and look for them. All right.
yeah,
So now you're on that second step. And then it just snowballs from there. You will get more comfortable. You'll get a system down. And hopefully you stay consistent. That is the one of the
yeah.
biggest words in reselling. It really is.
Consistency and organization, I would think too.
You're
Um,
way more organized than I am.
well, no,
Way more.
you're organized. So get behind you. That's organized. That's organized. That's
I guess
organized because you know where everything is.
I do.
But like as a beginner, and this is no lie, when I first started selling, I stored everything in 2 little cupboards above my stove.
Oh, wow.
That was where I put everything. I
Yep.
didn't have anything. I didn't know where to put stuff. So I would just put everything up in the closet. And then things got bigger, then I went to the bins, right? So
Yep.
I remember clearly, like in our bedroom, on one side of the wall, just putting plastic bins and growing and growing and growing. And then it grows and grows, and then you have to get
Yep.
organized. Organization is huge. In the beginning, I would lose things, no clue where they were,
Oh,
because I didn't, because in the SKU you can put like shelf A, shelf B, or like
yeah.
for me, like my number system, you have to be organized. Like even if you're starting off fresh and you have 15 things, put in the itemized SKU number, top drawer or closet 1, wherever you're putting your stuff. Organization, huge. It'll save you down the road.
I agree.
But as we grow, we all got our different organizational skills, but it works as long as you know your how you're organizing.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
So also don't run out and um, buy a whole bunch of, like we mentioned, don't be buying a label printer in the
No,
first week.
no,
Don't be going on eBay and buying a whole bunch of boxes. I
no.
still don't even pay for, I'd say 90% of my boxes I
That's a
don't
good
pay
point.
for. I go to neighbors, friends, relatives. Hey, I'm starting a small business. Okay. I need this size box, whatever you are planning on selling. My favorite box is 8 by 6 by 4,
Hmm.
864. I love those boxes. I use them all the time. Anything up to like a shoe box, and then whatever I can do like DVD players, VHS
Yeah.
players, receivers, that type of stuff. But I have so many people that have extra boxes on a, I'd say, bi-weekly basis. I really don't have to buy them. So definitely tell others what you do, and they might even say, "Oh, what? Oh, you're
Yeah.
selling on eBay? Oh, what do you sell? Oh, I sell '80s toys. Oh, we're gonna clean out the closet, or we're gonna clean out the garage. They might even give you stuff to
Right.
sell
They do.
to help you out.
Yeah.
So definitely let your neighbors, friends, relatives, let them know what you're gonna
Yeah.
do, and tell them when you get that Amazon box, keep the packaging
Everything.
in it and just send it, and
Make
I'll
a
pick it up weekly.
I made a post on the Nextdoor app and said, "Hey, like I said, I run a small business, a small online business, and I need boxes. Just put your boxes." Dude, the amount of responses I got for people giving me their boxes because they don't want to throw. They don't
Awesome.
want to. First of all, they don't want to throw them and tear them down and put them in their
Yep.
recycling bin. They don't want to do the work. I
No.
had so many boxes. I would just fill up my car, and then
Awesome.
after you have 500 boxes in your room.
It's amazing.
They people would rather come you get their boxes than them
Yes.
flatten them and get rid of them.
Yep. They
Eh,
feel good about it,
yeah,
and they're not doing the work, and if you're consistently going by there and collecting them,
yep.
they will
And you can
continuously
do that.
put
You
them
can
up.
do that with anything. Bubble wrap, the
Yep.
little peanuts. People
Yep.
don't want to throw that stuff away. They'd rather you come get it.
I
So
love it, and I do get comments saying, "I appreciate the used boxes," or, "I
yeah,
appreciate you using
I
recycled boxes."
I
It's
never buy
awesome.
boxes. I mean, I don't use a lot of boxes, but the boxes I have, I'm not buying
Yep.
boxes. I ship stuff in Target boxes, Amazon boxes,
Yep.
Walmart boxes. The only thing
Yep.
you I mean, this is pretty important. The only thing you do not want to do is ship stuff in food boxes,
Yeah.
like that pizza box,
Cereal
cereal box.
cereal
Oh, I
boxes.
and you see it all over, like on social media, like that they do that, guys. I
Yeah.
think I might even be like an FDA, like you can't ship stuff in food. Like that's just, I don't know.
It's gr Yeah. People don't like
It's
that.
not professional either,
No.
especially as a
No.
new seller, because as a new seller, you want to get that positive feedback. You want to
Yep.
make everything perfect. And
Yep.
if even now, if I get something in a cereal box, I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
You're
it's
not.
tacky. It's
I won't
awful.
give you a negative review, but I'm not going to buy from you again. I'm not going to give you
Right.
a positive review.
Right.
So those are the basics. I think you know.
Yep. And then, um, on the other side of the spectrum, veterans like us who have been selling for years and years and years, and now you're coming to the part where, God, is this a job? Is it so enjoyable anymore? Is there such a thing as reseller burnout? What do you think?
So I hear that term all the time, um, and I, I understand it, but for me, I don't really consider it burnout. So there's a couple aspects to that. I think if you like what you do and you don't mind getting up. Now it's a little bit different from me to you because you're 1,000% full time. We are full time as me and my wife doing it full time, but I work a full time job. I come home and I do it at night. So I think for more for me, it's like eBay reseller frustration than burnout.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is you get those days where you get 4 returns in one day,
Oh,
or you're not selling anything in one day, or you have defects or whatever, like eBay issues that frustrate
yeah.
you to a point where you're like, I need to step back. Sourcing issues, I can't source anything, I can't find anything. Um, it's a frustration point where it's kind of like makes you think, why am I doing this? Right.
Yep.
And I think everyone gets that. I've had it a couple of times of like, my sales are really bad this week. I just got 4 returns that are going to be $200. I don't
Mm,
have the money to cover that. Is it worth it? I mean, I think that's the part people feel, but I don't call it burnout. Like I don't ever get tired of selling on eBay. I don't ever get tired coming home from work and listing. I don't ever get tired by sourcing. I don't ever get tired of shipping. Like I enjoy it. So I don't think That's my take on burnout.
So another way to call it maybe is like reseller frustration.
That's what I feel frustration. It makes you want to like step back a little bit. Where like the whole typical eBay burnout, people step away
Yeah,
from eBay because they're sick of it.
right.
I never get sick of it. I freaking love doing this.
Have you ever said, "I'm done with this. I'm
Yep.
quitting."
Yep.
So what
Yeah.
what brought you back from the ledge?
Wake up the next morning, I have 10 sales. Like,
So, right,
because it
right,
brings you back. Like, you just can't get frustrated. Like, yeah, it's gonna happen. We all don't have like $500
yeah,
days. Like,
right,
we don't have. It's just part of. It's up and down. And
yeah,
once you get to the point of realization, like it's up and down, you I don't stress over a low sales day because, for perfect example, Sunday, dude, I had zero sales. I made an Instagram post Sunday, zero sales on Sunday. What happens on Monday? I have 10.
yeah,
It's just there's always a bounce back. It always
yep.
balances off, and I don't care. I did
I think
before, but I
you
don't
said it
anymore.
you said it best. God, dude, this has to be like a year and at least a year ago. It's still on my bulletin board right there. Every time you come down in the shop,
But
it's still sitting
yeah,
there.
I'm trying to remember what it said.
You said it.
Oh, trust the
Trust
process.
the
Yep, that's
process.
right.
It's written right there. I just have not erased it.
Because there
I
was a
even I
time,
even
yeah.
gave you credit. I even gave you credit. It says right there at Fisher Flips.
Now, why did you write that? Because I think I remember the conversation because you're at that point of frustration because
Oh my God. I'm like, I'm done.
yeah,
This was a mistake.
and I'm like,
I
no,
hate
trust
this.
that is trust the process because it
It's
works.
it's
You just have to
such a
trust.
simple phrase, but it makes so much sense.
Mhm.
So much sense. You just have to trust the process.
Yeah.
That
What's your
you're
what?
doing, and this is what you said to me. You're doing everything right.
Mhm.
Your listing, your, if you're gonna take good pictures, good description, you're sourcing items people want, your prices are correct. You're doing everything right.
Yeah.
Now all you have to do is step
Just trust.
back and trust
Just
the process.
you can't. There's certain things you can't control. You
Right.
can't control that John Smith isn't going to buy your Xbox games. Like, or
Yep.
you can't control that he's not going to buy whatever you're selling. You can't control that part of it. All you can do is you put your items out there for people to buy, and you
Yep.
wait. That's all you can do.
Yep.
And if one day you don't have a lot of sales, the next day you will. That's it. That's my take on it. I try to make a positive spin. I
Yeah.
don't like to be like. Now I can't
Yeah.
say that I don't get pissed off when I don't have a zero sales day. Like what?
Absolutely.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on a Sunday? No sales?
But then you do small adjustments.
Yeah.
Let me look at my pictures again. Is that keyword really good in those titles? Is the
Mhm.
price competitive? Small little,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
little adjustments. So it does take time.
Yeah. And you
And
and that and it's a good segue. Well, not segue, but it goes back to like a new reseller. It takes time. Like you can't
Mhm.
expect to come in here as a new seller and be like, I need 10 sales
Bam.
today. I
Yeah.
need 10 sales a day. How come Dennis and Scott are getting 10 or 15 sales a day and I only have one or I have zero? Because it takes time. Trust the process. That's it.
Yep.
That's all it does.
Good habits, consistently,
Mhm.
consistent actions. You can't take a week off from listing. You can't take, you I'm not, I don't even look at my eBay store for a week. That's
Can't.
not,
You can't.
that's not good. You know,
Yeah.
you have to feed the machine consistently.
Even because I'll admit, like, I don't list one day a week. Just whatever for whatever reason, I just don't list one day a week. But the day I don't list, I'm active. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing and stuff similar. I'm checking all my prices. I'm active all day. I'm sending offers. I'm just not listing new products, but
Right.
I'm on the app. So eBay still
Yep.
thinks I'm involved.
And I think that's what you have to do.
You just
You
have
have
to
to
check.
show interest,
Mhm.
and then eBay will reward you for that.
1000%.
Right.
What's your take on burnout? Because we got up on a little tangent. I'm gonna get another drink. Start
Um,
talking.
I mean, I I'll be the first one to admit that I've said I quit or I'm gonna quit, or that was at the point of I was just so frustrated with whatever the case was. I don't even remember. And then my wife gives me that check right back into reality. Like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna get a full-time job. You're gonna just quit all of this and go back to police work, or oh, all right." I'm like, "Yep, you're right. I'm overreacting. I'm acting like a little kid that didn't get their way." And
But
like you
and
said,
it's frustration.
that's all it is.
Now,
That's all it is.
do you find yourself like do you find yourself, because I hear it a lot on YouTube, like people burning out, like they're just fed up, they're working too hard, they're working all these hours, and they walk away for 2 weeks. You would never be at that point, because that's what people are talking about, burnout of like, I gotta walk away. I need a complete break.
Yeah. I could understand that,
Yeah, oh, I can too.
but I had the worst commute for a job, a full-time job. I was a police officer. I had the worst commute. Hey, there we go. I just sold a DVD for
All
$25.49.
right, there you go.
Dave Clavel? James Clavel's Shogun. I've never seen it. But anyway, it's back here somewhere. So my commute was terrible. The job, it's changed a lot. I don't ever want to go back. So that's kind of what's hanging over my head.
Yeah,
So that's what gets me up every morning.
because
That's what gets me to
right.
go, 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 go. Oh, you burnt out? Oh, I'm sorry you didn't have a good day. You could always go back to that.
Hmm.
Oh, nope, not doing it. And that's kind of snaps me right back into reality.
Do you find? Let's talk about now. When you get to a point like, say you're working, you're stressed out. Do you say, okay, I'm done for the day. We're going to the beach.
I can do that. Yeah, that's the freedom that this job gives me.
So that's a good escape when you're getting burnt out and frustrated and pissed
Yeah,
off. You're like, hey guys, we're just going to the beach today,
100%.
because your
Yep.
work is still done. You know you could do more work. There's more to do.
It's always more, right?
Yeah, but you can be like, I need a break.
I'm done.
We get the
Yep.
hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you nip it in the bud,
yeah,
and you go and you cool off for a while, and then tomorrow's another day.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
I
I'm not
just
gonna lie to you, my favorite time of the day is in the morning when I'm coming down here and I'm listing or I'm packing orders and I got reggae on and I'm just it is so medicinal. That's why I could not picture myself doing anything else.
right.
And I love it too much to quit. I love it way too
Yeah,
much
and
to
that's the same thing with me. Like I have the full-time job, but I do this because I love it. And one, it pays my bills, right?
Oh yeah,
At the end
that's
of the
fun
day, eBay,
too.
it pays my bills, and we get to do fun stuff and go on vacations and do
Yep.
this and that. Um, pay for my dog's surgery. Stuff like
Yep.
that. um, so yeah, I don't think I'll ever get burnt out. I enjoy it. I love doing what I'm doing. So
Um,
I don't agree. Yeah, burnout is what you make it.
I like that. I think that's 100%
Yep.
accurate.
And trust the process
Trust it.
and drink to that.
Still written right there. I'll have to take a picture. I'll put this on my Instagram because I know you guys are like, oh, maybe is it really written there? Of course it is.
Yeah,
This is the internet. Everything is true.
he's gonna.
Uh, I will. I'm not going to write it now.
No,
It's
it is
right
no.
there.
I've seen it. It's there.
You've
I've
seen
seen
it.
it. It's there.
Blue. What is that? Dry erase.
It says
So,
trust the process and Fisher flips underneath it.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you because we didn't talk about this earlier. Um, when I say that I'm an everything seller, I just wanted to talk a little bit about like what I'm going to sell this week, what I'm going to list this week.
Okay.
Knock on wood, it sells. I can list whatever I want. Whether it sells or not is a different point. But I've had like some crap in my death pile or my profit pile, whatever you want to call it, for a while, and I'm finally getting around to it. I am going to be listing.
Wait, as long as it's not like an adult toy, you can't. Okay, you're good.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the second thing.
Okay.
All right. I'm selling horses. I've
Horses.
got like 20 of them over there
Nice.
on the shelf.
Okay.
Not any horse. These came in. Where do you think I got it?
The dump. No.
Right there.
The free
It was
pile.
this was an after the yard sale free pile.
Okay.
So these are, anybody know the brand name just by looking at these?
I know the brand name, but I'm not gonna spoil it.
Give it a couple of seconds so the viewers can maybe think of, look at the detail. It's going to be marked right there. You can't see it, but it's a stamp right in the plastic.
This would be a good like giveaway item if people knew we have nothing to give away today though.
I could. I mean,
Sticker.
I still got to figure out the other giveaway from last week. Anyway, Breyer.
Breyer.
These are Breyer horses.
Yep.
And I found a pile of them in a box. And there was some My Pretty Pony or My Little Pony in there. They were not the ones you want, the 1983 ones. These were like modern, but some of these are vintage. I can tell from the stamps and all that.
I've heard
so
about it.
I will list these. I'll take pictures and list these singularly. I don't think I'm going to lot them up. There's way too many of them to lot up.
And they're super easy to list.
Oh my God. And just throw this in a box and send it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, a lot of them you have to kind of figure out the breed of horse and all of that stuff, but you can do like Google reverse images.
Okay.
And it'll tell you exactly what it is. It'll tell you the year and whatever kind of, this is like a miniature horse or a pony. I don't even know. My daughter's huge into these, but I'm going to sell them all. I'm not going to give them to her. It's like, girl, you don't need to be like, all this crap in your room and all that. I need the money. And on the other side of the spectrum, I'm going to continue with a very controversial subject and continue to sell these adult.
There you go.
These adult sort of coffee table books. I don't know. I've been doing pretty well with them. People are buying them.
I know.
I got one pulled. They pulled one of them. I don't know why.
It's that old saying, Dennis. Sex sells.
Right there.
People want to buy that stuff.
This dude is on like 15 of these books that I have. If your first name is Helmet, you know you're doing things right. This book is titled Sex and Landscapes.
All right.
So this will be on my eBay store very soon. I will not show you the pictures inside. You'd have to buy it.
We will get banned if you show that.
So anyway, that's on the other side of the spectrum. I'll be listing 12 of these books.
All right.
All different. Well, it's all the same type of interest, I guess, right? Interest. Topics. I call it art, but I put that in the title.
Let me grab something real quick because I found 3 of these books on the side of the road a few weeks ago, and I think you know what they are, but I think you do.
All right.
Hang on.
I'm in.
So these books, there's a name to these books. Hang on. I got 3 of these books.
What's
the word?
Manga
books. So there's 3 of these manga books. It's like you look at them forward and backwards.
They read backwards, right?
So I've heard a lot of people talk about manga, and I saw these in a pile.
Just scan it.
I don't even know what their value or scan is. I just saw them. It was a couple weeks ago, and they've been up on my shelf since. Mm-hmm. They may be worth nothing, but they.
What is it? D something Angel.
DN Angel.
Well, it comes right up.
So I don't even know what I'm looking for. To be honest with you.
No, that's the name of it.
It's like these Japanese.
You got 3 of them.
It's 3 of them. There's one called Heart of Darkness. I don't know.
Tell me you have volume 13.
I have volume 12, volume 11, and volume 1.
Dude, volume 13's $38.
So I got 1, 11, and 12.
Oh wait, you got 1? Ooh.
1, 11, and 12.
Ooh. All right, hold on. 12 came up here.
This is 1. All you book nerds would know what this is. Only reason I knew about this, it says manga on the back.
Yeah.
So I think Dennis, you were talking about this before.
I found some, yeah, I found
Um,
some and sold it quickly.
and they've been sitting there because why? Because I do clothing. I don't know anything about books.
Dude, the prices I'm looking right now, all over the place. Completely all over the place.
Now, would I sell them as a set or
I'd sell
singular?
all 3 and let them fly.
All three in one big lot, 40,
Yep,
whatever. Okay. You never know.
let them go.
Um,
It's
I,
popular.
one of our last shows, I brought up, remember those slot cars and did I show you the train set?
Yes.
So the slot
No.
cars sold.
Okay.
Um, I sold the slot cars, just the covers and the broken bases
Yep.
for like $22 plus shipping.
Well,
And then the guy he gave me a positive review saying these are not HO slot cars. They are actually bigger.
HO scale, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually bigger. I can still use them. Thank you. Okay.
And what now?
And it had like a bunch of like a train tracks, just random
Yep.
train tracks. I don't know what they were from. I looked them up, and those sold for $45.
Really?
They were just some random train tracks. Let me look them up right now. Um, train tracks,
What was the brand?
lifelike HO
Oh, okay.
scale.
Yep.
Let's see if I can pull something up here. I doubt you guys can probably see it though. So there were just a bunch of these train tracks like that,
Yeah.
just random like straights and edges, and they sold for $40.98 plus shipping.
Sweet.
So again, I had no clue what it was, and I found it on the side of the road.
So the ones you want to look for are going to be actually made in Austria.
Yeah, these are made in China, so they weren't great.
Yeah. Lifelike is you're going to find all the
Okay.
Chinese. You find some, you flip it over, it says made in Austria. Then you're talking some pretty good money. They're
Nice.
vintage. There'll be brass rails with the plastic. I find those every so often. And then, like I did what you did, I just lot them up and let them
Yeah.
fly. Trained people are extremely particular. So don't be giving me a bunch of Chinese tracks
Well,
mixed in with the Austria
yeah,
tracks,
that's I don't know.
or the scale is
They've
wrong.
been delivered. He hasn't said anything. So, and that's the problem of like not knowing what you're selling because that's not me. I'm just
Yep.
taking a chance. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
Taking a chance.
No, I agree. I what was it? 2 years ago? I had no idea, and I typed in Lululemon,
Mhm.
and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll sell this shirt that I got. I underpriced this thing so fast, it sold in less than 5 minutes.
You probably had listed for $8. Things worth
It was
40.
so ridiculous, so ridiculous, and I'm like, it's because you didn't research.
Yeah.
The importance of doing just 5 minutes of research. If I did 5 minutes of research, I would have been like, "Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
This is popular. This is a hot, size or style or whatever, and the brand name sells." No, I didn't do anything. I just blah, 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 send it out. And as soon as I went on to list the next thing in my list, bing, gone. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, no."
Yeah, because they got a great deal.
Probably.
A great deal.
But
That goes,
again,
and that's
you learn.
and
You learn.
we've said this before. It's like that's what's good about me and you is like you can text me you're out
Oh,
thrifting
yeah.
and be like, dude, is this anything? I'm like, yeah, you better go
Yep.
grab that now.
Yep.
You remember
Or
those?
no, pass, no,
What were those
pass.
boots? Those boots that you sold? Those crazy funky boots. What the hell are they called? McQueen or something?
Alexander McQueen.
Alexander McQueen. You sold those boots, right?
No, I still have them.
Are you sure?
I'm holding out for $300.
Yeah. So you're out thrifting and you sent me a message. You're like, dude, what are these? I'm like,
Yeah.
they're Alexander McQueen's. You're like,
I'm
how do you
like,
not know
who is
that?
that? I have no
I'm
idea
like,
who that is.
I'm like, well, you better get them. But yeah, but it's hard because they're so expensive. But they're going to sell.
Yeah.
It's just that right person. So that's what's good about me and Dennis. Like we can just text each other during the day.
Boom,
But
boom, boom.
I have this. Not that I find a lot of stuff Dennis sells because I don't, and I'm not looking for it. But if I do, I have somebody,
Yeah.
or if I don't know, I just bring it with me and give it to him. I don't know.
Yep.
Sometimes I probably lose money on that deal, but it
I
is
mean,
what
I'll
it
tell you if it's worth something crazy, I would be like, well, you might want to pump the brakes on that.
is, right?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, another bell. Is that a
Sorry,
drink?
I just want to make it a point where if you guys didn't know this already, we would like to grow this thing.
See, Dennis,
And
when you ring
if
that
you're
bell, I think it's a drinking bell.
it is, it is. It's a
Okay.
drinking and it's a like and subscribe. That's all it
Yeah.
is. I'm not gonna badger you anymore.
Just give us a like and a comment. Like, comment. That's it. Let's make
All
this
right.
grow.
I want to get off the reselling just a
Yep.
little bit,
Perfect.
if that's cool with you.
We're good with that.
We're not gonna run long. We know people have things to do, but we wanted to jam pack a whole bunch into this show. And I wanted to know because we've been friends for a while and we don't really talk about us getting older or you like, yeah, I know that word. I turned 50, dude. I mean, you beat me.
51. Yeah.
Um, what are like three random things you would like to do before you leave this place?
Not die early.
Okay.
I'm not ready to die yet. So I want to go
Why?
sky. Why don't I want to die yet? One, because I'm
Yeah.
too young. And here's the thing: like I've had a lot of friends who've died young, for no reason,
Okay.
just randomly died young. My dad died at 68. That's way too fucking young.
That's way
Oh,
young.
wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I got happy birthday, Dad. It's his birthday today.
Hey,
Hope you're up there
happy
causing
birthday.
hell and making fun of people. It's his birthday today. Yeah. So, what the fuck? What was the question? He threw me off. What would I want to do? Yeah,
Why don't you want to die young? And
dude,
like,
it's
what do
just
you want to
I'm
do?
too young. I don't want to die yet. Way too much going on. I got 2 grandkids. I want to see them grow up. I want to
Okay.
live. I want to live to at least 85.
Okay.
85 is a good
That's
age.
fair.
So I don't
And what
want
do
to
you
die
want to
yet.
do? What do you want to do from now until
I've
then?
got a couple things on my bucket list.
All right.
One is the skydive.
Nope.
So I want to skydive. One, because it was a regret of mine in the military not to go to jump school,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to skydive. Whether I will or not, I don't know. That's one of them. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Italy and Australia. Those are my
It's a
bucket list.
weird
Weird, right?
eclectic mix, but okay.
Um, Greece because it's a beautiful country. All my kids have been. Well, some of my kids have been to Greece and they loved it there. Italy because my wife is 100% Italian and she wants to go see like her homeland of like
Oh
where her
yeah.
ancestors were. Um,
Where? Do you know offhand?
God, nope,
Okay.
I don't.
I put you on the spot.
I do, but I don't. And Australia because it just looks intriguing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go any further away and
Yeah,
you know, before you start
I don't
coming
want
back.
to be on a 24-hour flight to Australia. And there's some other locations like I've never left the country. I want to go to Iceland.
Wait, you've never left the country at all?
I've never left the country. I've never been like out of the United States.
Okay.
Um,
So
the
you
part
know that you're coming with us in April to go to St. Croix.
I did not know that. That's an invite?
Were you drunk? Because you're like, dude, we're going next time.
I may have been drunk.
I sent you a picture and you're like, what? We're definitely coming with you next time. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
it's not solidified. Okay, we'll talk about that. So I've never left the
Yep.
country at all. The farthest
All
west
right.
I've ever been is North Dakota.
All right.
So yeah, it's one of those things. I've never been to the Bahamas or Dominican Republic. I've never been anywhere outside the U.S.
Continental.
Yeah, so a few things we want to do, and that's one of our goals. So we'll see. It's a goal we have.
So travel is definitely one of
We
them.
definitely want to travel,
Yeah.
and I want to skydive.
That's definitely in my
Yeah.
on my list. I still haven't seen the West Coast. I want to see the Pacific Ocean. I
Oh,
want to
wow.
see I want to drive that what is it? PCH Pacific
PCH.
Coast Highway and just Oregon coast, all the
Mhm.
way up there. I want to do that. My wife does too. She's a wine person, so
Oh, that
definitely
yeah, so is
Napa,
mine. Yeah, so
Sonoma.
is mine. That would be perfect. Like a wine country, Napa Valley.
That would be amazing, right? So that's on our list. And then all the cheesy other crap, the Grand Canyon
Yeah.
and House of Mud, the biggest ball of twine, you know, basically that type of
Yeah.
stuff. I've been to Canada, Montreal, Toronto. Dude, this is great.
You gotta rub some of that stuff over here.
All right.
Just rub it. Come on, rub that hand over there, because I need some mojo. What about like
All the
Hawaii?
other resellers.
Would you ever go to Hawaii?
I'm a Caribbean guy.
Yeah, I don't have
I
any
just
desire of Hawaii.
I can't see the money. The money is so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can never, I just don't see any interest in going to Hawaii. When
I've been to St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, Eleuthera Island in the Bahamas, Aruba, Curacao, Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos. So all
those
of
all,
that Caribbean stuff.
that's where like I would love to go all down there. It'd be friggin' amazing.
Amazing. So like whenever we talk about a vacation, boom, what island are we going to?
Yeah,
I still haven't been to
love it.
Barbados, some of the British Virgin Islands, Dominica, and that type of stuff. So that's on our list. Oh,
What about
we went to St. Martin, and that place is
so
wild.
other than travel, you have no other bucket list like
I
a
really
car,
don't.
like a favorite car. You want to do
I
some like
do.
crazy activity like that
I
style
do.
bucket.
I got all the matchboxes up here on my wall
No, I
because
mean
I
real
collect
cars.
them. No, it's going to be. That's what I can afford
All right,
now.
right, okay,
But I just want an old, let's say 93 to 2003 911.
okay.
That's on my list. It's
That's
high on my
attainable.
list,
That's attainable.
and I can totally get one, and I want one. I I don't know what it means. Like I don't know. It's just something I want. And I don't want much, and I don't need much.
Right.
And I get that as you get older, you're just like, whatever. I don't know.
The only car that I want, and I think I'll get it. The only car that I want is a Jeep Wrangler. That's it.
Okay.
I don't want like a fancy sports car. I just want a basic two
What are you
door.
saying?
No. I just want a basic two door.
Give me some asshole and a fucking 911. I
It's
want to
just
piss my money away in a Wrangler because you fix
well,
it every other week. You're fixing the
I know,
brakes and the transmission.
I know,
And
but
we
it's
owned
just
one. It sucked. Just lease one, and then
yeah.
get out of it. It's not a long term car, and does it hold its value? 100%.
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea
mean,
why.
we have a Jeep, but we have a Jeep SUV, and we'll see how that
You
goes.
want that Wrangler? Take the doors off, take the top off.
Dude, that's just what on my bucket list. That's
Get
all it is.
yourself Sandy Neck sticker, drive out
That's
there.
it. Keep it simple.
You
Turn the
should
music
see
on
them all.
loud. That's it.
I get
Simple.
you. I don't know. You're either a Jeep person or you are not.
Right.
That's it. There is no medium. There's no medium.
I just can't pay the
No.
56 grand they want for it.
Trap. Yeah.
I know,
Or
it's
the
insane.
I'm sorry, what is that? 15 grand? It's got 185,000 miles on it? Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be dead in a
It's
week.
outrageous. I want to travel. I want my 911, and as soon as all the kids are out of this house, we are selling it. We are done.
So, and where you want to go?
In a 2-bedroom shack as close to the beach as we possibly can.
You know what? Like
If it's like a eighth of a mile walk,
the running joke here is like we want to sell the house and move into a tiny home in one of our kids'
Yep.
backyards.
That's amazing.
Isn't that
Amazing.
great?
Because you're going to be traveling. It's just a place to hang your hat.
Dude, I will love to live in a fucking tiny home just and have like take my eBay stuff and put it someplace else. Whatever. Even maybe not even who knows by then. And just travel and do fun stuff and live in a tiny ass home in my kid's backyard.
Amazing.
I don't care what kid, whoever lets me. You know.
Would you agree that the phrase "dream big" is appropriate?
Yep. I got
I'm
big
glad
dreams.
you agree to that
I got big dreams.
because here's my big dream for this show. All right.
Oh, good.
And this I'm springing this on you. We didn't
Yeah,
even
I don't
talk
know.
about this before. What if we partnered up with a local brewery and persuaded them into brewing a Pints and Profits IPA?
Dude. How fucking sick
Okay.
with that, dude? That would be.
They get all the profit. We're not getting any of the money. We are just getting the recognition, and then we will advertise it weekly on this show.
Oh,
We will promote it on Instagram. We will promote it
dude,
every
that's
day.
sick. That's that would
All
that
right,
would be
I'm glad you're
that would
following
be
along.
that would be nasty. Like that would be insane.
Even if it was a seasonal beer and they just did it one
Yeah.
time. I don't know.
Who do we know, guys? Who do we know that can do that? We need contacts. We need to start. We need
Yeah.
guys again. Follow, comment, subscribe, pass it along. We need these breweries to like. Just we need one comment from one brewery and it's over.
That'd be amazing. Well,
Those are big dreams. I love it.
dream big. And then hopefully meet somewhere halfway.
That's amazing. I
And
love
it's bigger than you could possibly imagine, right? So dream as big as you can possibly dream and then try to reach it. So we'll talk about that more. I just sprung it on you. It was something that just came to me like, well, why not? Why not?
Why not?
It's a killer logo. Pints
And,
and Profits IPA would be would just
and I
be
definitely
awesome.
think like we can definitely talk off air about how I think that could work in a year or so.
Yes, I agree.
1,000%.
I agree.
All right.
Well, that's
love
all
it.
I have. Again, I am just blessed to have you guys here watching. And again, I just love talking about life and the future and dreams and beer and this passion of ours that we love.
Love it. Yeah, man. Thanks, guys, for watching. We kept it shorter this time so you guys stay interested. And my second drink is almost gone. And on that
I'm still
note,
sipping this thing. Woo!
on that note, cheers.
Cheers.
Peace.
See you soon.